selection, we have several special guests, including Eagles legend Ron Jaworski. We are honored to have with us members of a Gold Star family, Mickey and Chris Freisen. Mickey's husband and Chris's father, Army First Lieutenant Demetrius Freisen, was a Philadelphia native and a passionate Eagles fan. He's lost his life in combat in Afghanistan in 2011. The family has been helped by TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. Thank you, Mickey and Chris, for being here with us tonight and for your sacrifice. As you all just said, thank you to all our service members here and abroad for your service.
Mickey, you and Chris have earned the honor of announcing the Eagles' 43rd pick here in the second round. It's all yours.
With the 53rd pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Sidney Jones, DB, Washington.
When people ask me, what do you like about the draft? How about that? That's what you love about the draft. And they love this pick of Sidney Jones, who quite frankly could have been the first cornerback off the board had he not injured his Achilles heel during his pro day at Washington on March 11th, right there. And he knew it right away. He could have been the best cornerback in this draft. He still maintains he will be. His doctors say he'll be ready to roll by September. What player are they getting if he's healthy?
He's a heck of a player. He would have been the second cornerback off the board behind Marshawn Lattimore. You look at the start of his career to the finish, consistent player. Not the dynamic presence that Marcus Peters was at Washington, but a kid who certainly has really good ball skills. 8 career interceptions. He's 6 feet tall. He can handle the bigger wideouts as well and coverage. Physical kid. Anticipation is excellent. He will tackle you. He will wrap up and he'll get you to the ground. There's no question Sidney Jones, Todd, had it not been for that Achilles at the pro day, would have been probably a mid-first round pick, not somebody that drops into the second round. Some thought third round, but hey, redshirting a kid that you could have argued was one of the 15 best players in the draft is not a bad thing. It's a great thing.
I had him rated as the second best quarterback in this class, right behind Marshawn Lattimore, and thought he could be a top 10 pick before the injury. He has easy speed, which means he plays under control, but he's able to recover when he needs to, and able to locate the ball and go up and make plays on the ball when going full speed. Some guys struggle with that. 27 pass breakups, 9 interceptions, 40 games played. And to me, this pick signifies that this organization, the people in it, are here to stay. Doug Peterson, but then the staff as well. Joe Douglas, Andy Weidel, those guys are as good as it gets in terms of identifying personnel. And they know, hey, if we don't get him for the full year or maybe half a year, we're here for a long time. And in the long run, this guy is going to be a premier corner, I believe.
Look, this organization has a great training staff, so you put all the confidence in the world in what those guys have told the people who are picking the players. To make it real blunt about Sidney Jones, there's nothing he can't do. The guy can play press, he can play off. He has great instincts, great route recognition, is a very physical finisher. It's a shame what happened to him, but he's the complete corner and would have been challenging for the number one corner off the board, no doubt.
Well, listen, we talked about all the Huskies that could go off the board in the first round from that defensive backfield. Those three that could have gone in the first all went off in the top half of the second round here. But for more on the injury and what he's facing, we've heard the optimistic side from the player. Let's go to Adam Schefter and Chris Mortensen. Mort, what do you know?
Thanks, Trey. And yes, Sidney Jones is one of those players. A lot of teams were very upset when he got hurt at the end of his pro day. Some believe he was worked excessively because he had done everything at the combine and done everything that day on pro day. But the Eagles certainly were one of those teams. Yes, he would have been a first-round draft pick. Their medical people think he has a chance to be ready by mid-October.
And the Sidney Jones and his people sent out a video to NFL teams on April 19th that showed him working out and what his Achilles was looking like at that point in time. Now, when you speak to teams around the league, some think that he's going to be on PUP this year, the physically unable to perform list. Some think he's going to be on injury reserve. And either way, a rookie that usually misses a sizable amount of time rarely makes an impact on a team in his rookie year. But the Eagles aren't thinking short term, they're thinking long term. Don't go anywhere.